Taylor Swift's discography is a labyrinth of confessions, a sonic autobiography that has soundtracked generations through heartbreak, triumph, and everything in between. Among its jewels, Folklore shines as an outlier, a pandemic-born opus that traded glittery pop anthems for introspective folk tales, forever altering the trajectory of her artistry. Now, this 2020 release has shattered streaming records, amassing 11 billion plays and joining the elite company of Lover and Midnights. For Swifties, the devoted legion who've dissected her lyrics like sacred texts, the news is more than a statistic. It's validation of an album that captured lightning in a bottle, weaving solace into the fabric of isolation. At 35, Swift, the 14-time Grammy laureate behind hits like Love Story and Anti-Hero, dropped Folklore amid the world's standstill, a surprise that felt like a whispered secret shared in the dark. Conceived in lockdown, it marked a seismic shift from the synth-driven polish of her previous eras to an alternative rock intimacy laced with literary flourishes. Swift has often described the creative spark as a departure from autobiography. Instead, she drew from imagined lives, populating her songs with fictional characters inspired by novels and fleeting observations. Tracks like Cardigan and Exile unfold as vignettes of lost loves and rural reveries, their narratives as layered as a Bronte novel. The fate of Ophelia Hitmaker revealed that she was inspired by many books and characters to weave the narrative of her album, which she claimed was not entirely biographical, underscoring her evolution into a storyteller unbound by personal confession. Collaboration infused the project with fresh alchemy. Swift extended co-writing credits to her then-boyfriend, British actor Joe Alwyn, under the pseudonym William Bowery, for songs like Exile and Betty. This partnership, kept low-key amid their private romance, added emotional depth, blending her vulnerability with his melodic touch. The result? An album that feels like a fireside gathering, where voices harmonize in quiet revelation. Production maestro Aaron Dessner of The National helmed much of it, his indie sensibilities grounding Swift's pop pedigree in earthy acoustics. Banjos twanging, pianos sighing, strings swelling like autumn leaves. Promotion was an anomaly in Swift's playbook. Devoid of traditional press junkets or arena tours, Folklore relied on organic buzz, amplified by a Disney Plus special, Folklore, The Long Pond Studio Sessions. Filmed in a serene upstate New York cabin, it captured Swift, Dessner and Justin Vernon Bon Iver, performing acoustically, unraveling the album's genesis in real time. Viewers glimpsed her process, humming melodies, tweaking lyrics, humanizing the icon. Although as a pandemic album, Folklore didn't get the regular promotions on press, but Swift recorded special acoustic sessions for the album, the Long Pond Sessions, highlighting how constraint birthed innovation. The album's integration into her live legacy came via the Eras Tour, a global juggernaut that traversed her catalog chronologically. Folklore segments, performed under cottagecore canopies with swirling mists, evoked woodland folklore, fans donning ethereal gowns to match. It wasn't just inclusion, it was consecration, affirming Folklore's permanence in her oeuvre. The all-too-well songstress later included her 8th studio album in the setlist of her Eras Tour, a move that turned stadiums into immersive dreamscapes. Swifties' jubilation erupted across social media, a digital bonfire of adoration. One fan proclaimed on X, "Folklore is arguably Taylor Swift's best album, beautiful poetic storytelling, capturing its lyrical prowess, metaphors blooming like wildflowers." Another enthused, "I've never seen someone say anything bad about this album, she's the favorite," nodding to its universal acclaim. Critics hailed it as her magnum opus, earning Album of the Year at the 2021 Grammys. A third quipped, "An indie album mind you," celebrating its genre-bending triumph. This fervor isn't hype. Folklore resonated during collective grief, its themes of exile and endurance mirroring quarantine psyches. It debuted at #1, Spawn's sister album Evermore, and redefined Swift's sound, paving for Midnight's introspection. The 11 billion stream milestone isn't mere arithmetic, it's a metric of endurance. It is to be noted that Folklore has also become one of the fastest albums to surpass 11 billion streams, joining Lover and Midnights, positioning it as a streaming titan. Platforms like Spotify and Apple Music see it surging, playlists curating its tracks for rainy days or reflective drives. Economically, it underscores Swift's clout, re-recorded Taylor's versions battles her old label, but Folklore remains untouched, a crown jewel in her reclamation saga. Culturally, Folklore transcends music. It sparked cottagecore aesthetics, floral dresses, sourdough baking, as escapism from urban grind. Literature lovers trace influences from authors like Inio Asano or classic folklore anthologies, enriching fan theories. Swift's vulnerability, sharing Alwyn's involvement, humanized her post-breakup. Their 2023 split was amicable, per reports. It also spotlighted indie collaborators, boosting Dessner's profile. For Swift, amid the tortured poet's department buzz and tour triumphs, Folklore's ascent reaffirms her North Star, authenticity. It's the album that taught her, and us, to find beauty in stasis, stories in shadows. As streams climb, so does its lore, a evergreen testament to art's healing power.